Hi everyone, this is Mrs. Lopez with the first lesson for grade 8, module 5. We are working on lesson 1. It's called volume of solids, and in this lesson we are specifically looking at cylinders. Before we get to the cylinders, let's review the material from last year. So in grade 7 you learned how to find the volume of a rectangular prism. This is a rectangular prism right in front of you. To find the volume of rectangular prism, we said that we will need to find, you knew that we need to multiply the length by the width by the height, correct? So we would multiply 6 by 8 by h. H is here for the height. So we will get 48h millimeters cubed. Okay. In the second one, it's the same exact thing. We are multiplying 10 by 8 by h. 10 times 8 times h. And we get 80h inches cubed. Third one, exactly the same. We are multiplying 6 by 4 by h, and that is 24h centimeters cubed. Let's look at all these three. What do you notice? What does it have to do with area at all? Is there any correlation or any similarity? First, we found in all three examples, we found the area of the bottom side, of the bottom face. We can call it a base, right? So we found the area of the base and then we multiplied it by the h in the height. So we are going to use that information to rewrite the formula for the volume. And we did that last year. So volume equals the area of the base in terms of b. B is the area of the base times the height. Okay? We are going to use this formula in our area of the cylinder. Cylinder looks like two circles connected with the height, right? 3D shape, two circles connected with the height. So how do I find the area of the base? Let's review how to find the area of the circle. So here we have the circle with the radius 4. We learned last year that if this is a radius 4, this is also the radius 4, and we made a square that can fit into that circle. And to find that area of the square, I would have to multiply this radius by this radius. So to find the area of the circle, I'm going to multiply a radius by itself, which is radius squared. And then we talked about how that these square cannot fit into that circle 4 times. It can fit 3 plus some times. And we said that that number 3 plus something is called pi. So area squared times pi, that's the area of the circle. To find the area of this specific circle, I'm going to multiply 4 by itself times the pi. That makes it 16 pi centimeters to the third power. Now let's apply that formula that we learned in part A. Volume equals area of the base times height by to this circle, and see how we can use that. So we will use that volume, area of the base times height. How do I find area of the base? Right here. That's radius squared times pi. So the formula for the volume of the cylinder makes it radius squared times pi times height. Pretty easy. So I'm going to multiply here 4 times itself times pi times h. And I will get 16 pi h centimeters to the third power. Okay? let's look at the exercises. So first we are having this rectangular prism that we are going to look at. What is the area of the base? I think the calculators will help you more here so we don't waste too much time. And we are looking at the area of the base. We can really, in the rectangular prism, anything can be the base. This can be the base, and so the front and the back can be the bases. It can be the left and the right side can be the bases. We will go with the bottom one since we just did it in the previous numbers, in the previous exercises. So we are going to look for the area of the base, which is 4 5/10 times 8 2/10 inches, and we are going to get 36 9/10 inches squared. Okay, then we are looking for the height. The height, where is the height here? 11 7/10 inches. So how do I find the volume? Is the area of the base times the height. So it's 36 9/10 times 11 7/10, and that makes it 431 73/100 inches to the third power. Okay. Now let's look at our cylinder. Same exact thing, but now we are looking at the circles. So we have the area of the base. Area of the base is radius squared times pi, and to find it we have our radius 2 centimeters. So 2 times itself times pi gives us 4 pi centimeters squared. What is the height? The height is 5 3/10 centimeters. How do I find the volume? I'm multiplying 4 pi by 5 3/10, and I'm going to get 21 2/10 pi centimeters to the third power. All right. Use the diagram to the right to answer the question. Again, we have a cylinder, and let's look for the area of the base. Radius squared times pi is our formula. I would recommend to always write the formulas down. This way you have less chance of getting it wrong. Radius squared. Do we have a radius here? No, we have a diameter. Diameter is 12 inches. The radius is going to be half of that, and that makes it 6 inches. So we will have 6 times itself times pi for the area of the base, and that makes it 36 pi inches squared. The height is 25 inches, so we get the volume 36 pi times 25, and that is 900 inches to the third power. All right, moving on. We have 3 more problems to solve in this lesson, and I think you can do it even without my help right now. So I would like you to pause this video, get it all done, and then check in with me. Okay, so we are going to go over every one of them right now. So to find the volume, we need to find the area of the base. Volume is the area of the base times height. The area of the base is radius squared times pi. So we are going to get 6 times itself times pi times 11, and we will get 396 pi meters to the third power. Second one, we have the radius of 4, volume equals area of the base times height, which is radius squared times pi times height. Radius squared is 4 times itself times pi times 13, and we are getting 208 pi inches to the third power. For the third problem, same formula, volume equals area of the base times height. Base is radius squared times pi, so in that we are multiplying by the height. Our diameter is 10, makes it radius 5, so I will have to do 5 times itself times pi times 9, and we are getting 225 pi centimeters to the third power. Okay, so we learned today to find the area of the cylinder, we are using the area of the base times height formula, just like in the rectangular prism, but we are using the formula for the area of the circle instead. Alright, so now I would like you to do these two exercises in the problem set. You do not have your papers right now with the lesson, but you have worksheets on Google Classroom, and you also can take a look at this one right now. I will just give you the numbers so you can see better. The height here is 1 foot. The radius of the circle is 1 foot as well. And we are finding the area of this cylinder. Over here we have the height of 17 millimeters, and the diameter of the cylinder of the circle is 12 millimeters. Good luck to you, and I will see you in class.